Hello there. This Vauxhall Corsa D has a fault that's very, very annoying. Specifically, the horn doesn't work. Welcome to Car Spy TV. Right. A broken horn can be caused by a wide range of issues, so let's start by investigating the easiest, then, if necessary, moving on to the harder ones. Good idea, eh? Step 1 is to check whether the fuse for the horn has blown, and if we look in the owner's manual, it tells us that the fuse we want is in the engine bay, and it's number 4. So let's get the lid off the fuse box, which should only take a moment. Here we go. And rather conveniently, as I recall, yes, we have a little white tool inside the lid just there that makes it easier to remove the fuse, which is handy. Now the fuse for the horn is this one here, number 4, and it's a blue 15 amp, and we'll remove it with this little white tool that was in the lid. So out it comes. There we are. And now the fuse is out. We can clearly see there's nothing wrong with it. If it had blown, that curvy piece of metal that runs from left to right would be broken. Okay, I've now put the fuse back in its box, so the next thing to check is the relay for the horn. A relay is simply a type of switch. The relay for the horn is in the same fuse box. Specifically, it is this relay here. Now there are several ways to test a relay, but the easiest is to remove it, then simply replace it with another relay of the same type that we know works. So let's grab these pliers and remove the relay for the horn. And it should just pull out on this car. Come on now. It's quite stiff. Have another go. No point fighting me, I'm going to win. There we are, told you so. And there's a closer look for you. Quite interesting, eh? And we'll pop that to one side. And now we'll remove this one here, which we know works. This is for the, what's it called? The main beam on the headlamps. Out you come. There we are. And now we'll pop that into the slot for the horn, like so. And we'll pop the one that was originally for the horn, where the light one goes. Which way round does that go? It goes like that. And when we've done this, which is a lot easier if you haven't got a camera in the way, we will know if the horn comes to life that the relay was to blame. So it's now time to test the horn. What do you reckon? Do you think we've fixed it? Cross your fingers. Here we go. No. And there's further proof that the horn's original relay is working fine because, as I mentioned, it's now plugged into the main beam system, which is working perfectly, as we can see if we look up there on the garage door. The next stage is to jack up the car so we can access the horn itself and any associated wires, hopefully without taking the wheel off. Good news, we've found the horn. It's on the left-hand side of the car, fairly near this near side fog light. So to see it, we just peer up there. So this thing here is the horn itself, and that thing going into it there with a little bit of blue on it is the power cable. Right, off camera I've disconnected the power cable from the horn. Here's a picture so you can see what I mean. We can therefore plug a multimeter into the power cable, then operate the horn and see if we read any voltage at the end of the cable. If we do find voltage, it confirms that power is getting from the steering wheel through the various components all the way to the end of the wire that plugs directly into the horn, and in that scenario it's reasonable to assume that the horn itself is faulty. So let's connect the multimeter to the socket, like so, and now operate the horn. And yes, look at that, we have voltage. So, we've now concluded that the horn itself is broken, which means we need to remove it. And to remove it, we need to undo this bolt. And to undo that bolt, we need an E12 socket. That's one that looks like a star, a couple of extension bars, and of course, a trusty old ratchet. Hooray! One broken horn. Now, I don't suppose there's anything we can do to fix this one. It almost certainly needs to be replaced, but nonetheless, let's have a go. Yeah, look at this. The horn's actually split open here and rusty on the inside, which doesn't look too good, does it? Nonetheless, we'll grab some electrical contact cleaner and spray it into there, just in case that does any good. And while we're here, we'll grab some compressed air and just give it a clean. Nothing to lose at this point. I've got zero expectation this will work, but nonetheless, let's just temporarily plug the horn back in. Where's that wire gone? So there's the horn, just hanging by its electrical connector. Let's now see if it works. Don't hold your breath. Right, ignition. And... oh. Well, that's good news. Okay then. On that basis, I've put the horn back in position, done up the bolt, and we'll call it fixed. Anyway, that's it. But before you go, don't forget to subscribe to Car Spy TV. That makes it easier to find my other content. Can you also please do me a favour and click like on this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.